Mike's Daily Podcast.
1751, and now we're on our way to becoming 51, I guess. It's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on earth. Haven't done a podcast in 5 days, basically a whole work week. And that's because of that little thing called Thanksgiving and my birthday and that
Mike's Daily Podcast
little trip I took to Half Moon Bay, which was so nice. The weather on Thanksgiving was amazing.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
So I was not going to go to anyone's house for Thanksgiving because it's my birthday and I was out having a good time and living it up on the beach in Half Moon Bay, and I get a call and I hear someone did say, Mike, hey, we'll see you a little bit later on for Thanksgiving. And I said, what?
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Wait, I thought I was supposed to go to your house on Saturday. That's what the original email said. And they said, oh,
Mike's
no, we meant Thanksgiving.
Daily
Why would we have you over on Saturday?
Podcast.
Today's Thanksgiving. And I said, wait,
Yeah.
what the? So that was an interesting snafu because I was going to bring the cranberry sauce. Oh, well. So today's a really big day. I have a couple meetings I got to go to, and things are going to change, my friend. I will probably not be doing the podcast in the morning anymore. Look who walked in. Oh, and by the way, those doors opening and shutting, that's not going to happen anymore. There's going to be some changes on this podcast. I just want to let you know. And that may happen beginning this week. We'll see. But yeah, big changes are afoot. I'll still try to bring you a podcast daily. It may come to you in the evening hours, in which case it doesn't really matter. Look who else walked in, and I'll be so happy when those doors stop opening and closing on me. Because people walk in and they're so noisy. Hi, Mike. It's Benita, the rodeo queen. How y'all doing? I brought my horse, Nelly.
It's a disgruntled fiddle player, tell you what.
What?
I bet y'all ain't gonna have as many sound effects either.
Yeah, there may not be as many sound effects. Hey, it's Cyber Monday today, which means to me that I need to get online and buy something because I'm a lemming. And when people say I gotta buy stuff, I go and I buy stuff. It's just how ridiculously dumb I am.
And here's today's podcast picture.
But I actually did go and buy stuff about a week ago. Actually, not the weekend, the previous weekend. I went online, and Basil's gonna bark in a second. Oh, he had a good time. We went to Benita. Should I post a picture of him at Benita? I don't know. We'll find out in a moment. But yes, it was a wonderful. What I did was I went online and I bought shoes, is what I was trying to say, off of Amazon. And they're doing the no delivery charges. The free shipping is what they're doing. Free shipping. And I thought, okay, free shipping, so I'm getting like I didn't sign up for Prime or anything. It was just free shipping that they're doing now with their deliveries, I think till the end of the month. And I did it, and I was expecting a week. It was going to get to me in a week. It got to me in 2 days. It got to me a little too fast. Saying that, though, the New York Times apparently has this article out where they did some investigating and found that people are busting their butts to get the stuff to you so fast. There are people there's a human toll involved. And the New York Times was, hey, maybe we're overworking ourselves to try and get you stuff for free so fast. Maybe there's a human toll to all this. So, last podcast picture, Basil was looking out at San Pablo Bay. This podcast picture, Basil's looking out over the bay. What do they call that bay in front of Benicia? Well, this picture was from Saturday. Oh my God. So I'm going to tell you right now that my weekend job, which is always so much fun to talk about on my podcast, there are some people there. I've made some good friends there. And then some crazy stuff happens. Apparently, somebody didn't show up. I took Thursday off. My weekend job. Oh, they call that the Carquinez Strait, by the way, just to put a little bow. Oh, Benicia Shoals. Is that true? Carquinez Strait? Well, anyway, the podcast picture is Basil looking out over the Carquinez Strait. So there you go. He was looking out over San Pablo Bay last time, and now the Carquinez Strait. And, oh, right across there is Port Costa and Big Bull Valley. I love Big Bull Valley. They got the Big Bull Valley. The Bull Valley Roadhouse apparently has this crazy lady who will insult you when you walk in. And then there's the Warehouse Cafe. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at pictures of the Bull Valley Roadhouse. It looks so... total Western looking. And that's right on the bay, a great view. I don't know how the food is. I don't know if it's any good, but... Hey, that is... sort of in the podcast picture today at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. You can tell me what you think of the podcast picture. 336-MM-DAILY is the phone number. Or you can email me, MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. And yes, so the thing, people on the weekend, apparently somebody overslept and they were supposed to be there at noon on Thanksgiving and they didn't show up till like 2. Yeah. That's what I have to say to that. Oh, I apologize for sneezing.
Sorry.
I wonder if I'll have sound effects when the whole world changes and I start bringing the show in a different way. We'll find out. Cyber Monday. Okay, so yeah, apparently someone didn't show up. Another person that I work with absolutely has to have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. For some reason. And he's not at all flexible on that. I gotta have it off. I've quit part-time jobs before because they wouldn't let me have those off. Well, my friend, you're going to be quitting a lot of part-time jobs because, well, the guy who handles the schedule was able to give him one of the days off. But come on, you know what? And so I'm going to actually be working on Christmas Eve. But that's all right. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have my lovely lady friend. It's going to be great. Hey, you know what? The days are numbered. That's all I'm going to say. All our days are numbered. And I just went a little biblical on you. I know. I went a little biblical. Did you go out on Black Friday? I was actually working at my part-time job. And I love doing that because I look across the parking lot as I'm sipping my coffee and I laugh at all the people stuck in the parking lot, and I go, ha, I'm making money, albeit nothing. I'm making hardly anything, but I'm probably making the same amount I'd make flipping burgers. But hey, I'm not flipping burgers. I'm sitting here holding a coffee and looking out at y'all at the parking lot, laughing. And so that was fun. I enjoyed that. And then listening to a Christmas song here or there. Was I watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia clips? No. I refuse to watch the TV show, but I will watch the clips. There are some shows like that. I will watch the clips. The Offerman clips from Parks and Rec. I will watch those. The funny parts. I did watch a guy yesterday while I was at my part-time job, catching up on the culture of the world. And I was watching a interesting video. A guy was talking about, he's got this podcast or a video series where he talks about what happened in a TV show that ultimately killed the TV show. It was the wrong move when they jumped the shark, which literally is a reference to Happy Days when Fonzie jumped a tank full of sharks on his motorcycle. I forget what the reason was. I think it was trying to save Al's, or was it Arnold's? What was the name of the diner? Oh, whatever. So he jumps it, and when he did that, it was like too much for Happy Days. That's when people knew Happy Days were numbered. So, Numbered might be the name of today's show, I think. I seem to be using that quite a bit. What ended up happening, though, was this wonderful video series. The guy talks about these TV shows when they did things that made it end. For example, How I Met Your Mother. He made the interesting argument that How I Met Your Mother ended when it was Vanessa Manillo. Was she the girl? She was the girl that was finally named the wife, and she was the one that finally was shown, and you finally see how Ted Mosby and her meet. And basically the show ended because you found out how he met their mother, and thus the end of the show, because you've got the title of the show. So they have that, but then apparently they undid everything by having that character die. The mother dies, and then Ted Mosby ends up with the Colby Smulders character anyway, Robin. So it was like, what the hell? That's how the show ended. And it was bad, and it killed the show, and it gave everybody that was a fan of the show a bad taste in their mouth, and it was awful. He also talked about how Family Guy, how Seth MacFarlane, and I love it when people bash Seth MacFarlane, because he's a good-looking guy, and he's too dang creative and too dang smart, and his comedy is often about passing gas and making fun of a particular type of person, and I don't really dig that. I mean, okay, that's comedy to you, and you love that, fine. You love the frat boy humor, good for you. But that, to me, just no. And he has made a very nice living off of that, and had a very long career now. It's reached a couple decades. So, as he was talking about this guy doing this video, that Family Guy pretty much killed itself, or did the jump the shark, or whatever you want to call it, when they killed the dog, Brian. Even though the dog came back like 2 episodes later, it was so hurtful to the fans that there was an online petition or physician in position. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. So as we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley. I found that a fascinating thing. I love it when people review stuff. It's a hoot to me. Even though it doesn't matter a ding-dong-dang what I say about stuff. But another guy, this young kid, probably in his 20s, he reviews Doctor Who episodes. And, does the list, because it's all about lists today. List culture. Do you got a slight list? Here it is. The thing is, he goes and talks about there's a villain in Doctor Who called the Master, and he's been played by various actors over the years. He was talking about, I loved it. I watched all his videos, because that's how it is with me. Did I mention on the last show that a lady called me at my part-time job? Or I think it was a lady, I don't know. But somebody called, and I guess they butt-dialed me. And I went, hello? And I just hear this talking in the background, and I go, all right. So I put the phone on speakerphone, and I just sat there listening to them. And I had it going on. This call was on for about a half hour. And, we're going to have increasing surf. The surf at Half Moon Bay was crazy big. Beautiful. Such a beautiful day. Oh, I had the most perfect happy birthday weekend, 50th birthday weekend I could have ever have asked for. It was wonderful. Oh. And I think about birthdays in the past, like last year. And, I was alone, and I had the wonderful Basil the Boxer. But it was just, I was alone. And now I've got a wonderful, lovely lady friend, and it's just the best. We went to Moss Landing, Moss Distillery, Moss Beach Distillery is what it's called. And, we dressed up a little bit. I wore a bow tie. First time I've ever worn a bow tie. I can't tell you. It was wonderful. I'm tearing up practically thinking about it. And it's good. I talked to my mom. Her birthday was on Saturday. Listen, the thing with the... Oh my gosh! I've lost my train of thought. But that's alright, because it's early, and it's 5:50, and you have a big week in front of you, possibly. Maybe you're going to do some shopping today. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Next show is going to be the wonderful... Oh, we didn't even say hi to this guy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The Midwestern dude. No, this guy.
Oh, Mike, I make the delicious root beer pasta right now. Oh, boy.
I love podcasting. I love seeing new characters. I love having a wonderful birthday weekend. I love the rain, even though it rained quite a bit on my little trip to Half Moon Bay. It was a nice sunny day while I was at the beach, so that was very nice when we actually made it out to the beach. That day was wonderful. I ate some crazy clam chowder. Oh, it was so good. No way. But enough about the things I did. I hope your Thanksgiving was awesome. I hope you did. You know, I had a teeny tiny little bit of turkey, and after I had like a couple bites, I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. No more. I'm fine without that. How about ground turkey? I can do stuff with that. But this is...
It's time to stop, okay?
Yeah.
No more.
No more turkey. Thank you. So yeah, next show, it will be Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley. Thank you for listening. Oh, wait a minute. The call that I left on the hook that I listened for a half hour or two. And I don't know, that may not be illegal, because I think, probably illegally spying, although they called me. They called me. So I was listening in, however. You call me and you don't hang up, I get to listen. That's how it works. Oh my gosh. So they end up going on this little train ride. I think they were in Berkeley, up in the hills there off Skyline, that little train they have for kids. I think they were either there or in San Leandro at that little place. There's a little train that goes around a park. Because I heard them getting on the train, and the kids are laughing, and it was actually cute. It was a wonderful, enchanting butt dial of a call, and what can you do? Sometimes life gives you little nuggets like that, and I hope this was a little nugget for you. A little nugget of something. Have a good day.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!